in the mid lane, able to find another. Heavy spin going to be utilized once again. They don't even care about the turrets. Shots after shots coming down. Maro going to be in trouble. 3 down for Twisted Minds. Still trying to hold it together at that tier 1 mid lane turret. Armor going to be taken out, and Burmese Ghouls is taking everything here.
Right now, Burmese Ghouls is just feeling so good. And you know, what's kind of going through my mind at this point is, did the stage twist Twisted Minds, right? Whew. Are they being pressured right now by the presence of a crowd being in such a big arena? Burmese Ghouls, they have the experience. Like, they've seen crowds like this. Can Twisted Minds bring this back is what I want to know. With Burmese Ghouls applying so much pressure here.
Yeah, I think, again, when you're talking about both the team's experience in terms of the players, right, their individual experience, they all pretty much got it, right? And when you're talking about the stage, how that might impact them, regardless of if that's the case, you don't have much time to adjust, right? You're down to a best of 3. It's single elimination. Your backs are against the wall. You're, 5,000+ gold behind here. You have no kills on the board if you're Twisted Minds, right? You're in a very difficult position as Burmese Ghouls is controlling this entire part of the game.
Yeah, and I think this just goes to show that Twisted Minds is just lacking a bit of that early game damage. When they get into the mid game, Twisted Minds, it probably going to start popping up a little bit more. But I think that Burmese Ghouls knows that. They have the Nobar, which is about the mid to late game, and then the Claude, or the carry that is also mid to late game.
Cool. Look at that. That is just showing how far ahead Burmese Ghouls is. Absolutely deleted Maro for the 5th time. Plus the Lord taken now by the Burmese Ghouls. They're going to go ahead and march in with that. And most likely get to the point where they're so far ahead at this point. It was, take a look at the items, right? That they're going to be knocking on the base doors here of Twisted Minds.
Yeah, and man, Twisted Minds is going to have to mount up a defense here. But they have to play safe, right? Like I was trying to build upon, is that the late game is where they're going to have to identify. But Burmese Ghouls is just like, nah, there ain't going to be no late game. We are going to take as much as we possibly can from you.
Yeah, as we see that kind of unfold from here, once again, Lord making its way on the top side. So Burmese Ghouls, they might try to find like one more turret if they can, whittle it down a little bit more, but again, look at the positioning for Saksa. He's so far ahead, so confident that he's like, I can chill behind this tier 2 turret, completely fine, and look for a heavy spin up if I can. Delar can do the same thing with this Lapu Lapu pick, and that's what they're going to work with as they take these buffs as well, kind of evening these waves out until that Lord gets to the position.
Yeah, and you can kind of see that they're waiting. I like how long the Lord's taking to make it here. They're sinking the lanes to go against Twisted Minds, and Twisted Minds is defending this mid turret with everything they possibly can at this point, but it is still going to fall. Now, with the Lord clashing down, it looks like the lanes are going to be synced, and I think this is where a big play is going to be coming here.
Okay, here they go. Shield's going to go down. Lord less than half health. Still holding it together, though. Twisted Minds able to defend for now. They take a couple shots, but hey, that's at least a small step in the right direction for Twisted Minds. Can they continue to keep these at bay? They should be able to clear these waves. So with that being said, G, what is this? Where's the time that Twisted Minds can get back into this game? Nearly 10,000 gold behind. They're about 8,000 behind, but they stayed alive, right? They held on to the base turrets here, and they're not on the board yet.
Yeah, holding on to the base turrets is probably the biggest key for Twisted Minds, and I love their defense. They kept Burmese Ghouls always thinking and always attempting to possibly go for a pick. The biggest thing that we are seeing right now is Cuffin is actually starting to do a little bit of damage to some of the squishier heroes on the Burmese Ghouls. So we got to keep an eye out for that. As long as Cuffin can keep continuously poking, I think it could be a big problem for Burmese Ghouls. So they just got to keep this up. With the gold lead, we've seen teams like this just flip the switch, especially if they can keep the tier 3 towers in check. If they can keep that in check, they might be able to, take a Lord steal here, mount up that wall, push a little bit. But I think right now, Twisted Minds might just go for another defense. as Burmese schools have been very aggressive, especially since we see a 0 to 8 kill ratio right now.
I mean, with that being said, this is going to be another Lord in the hands of Burmese ghouls. They're so far ahead. And, you know, we've seen this time and time again for a lot of these teams, right? And they kind of have to pull out, like, just a crazy defense and then, like, a miracle play to stay in this game. Even looking at the itemization here, right? You can see the disparity in terms of the economy, especially in these crucial lanes. The fact that, hey, Cuffin picked up the Divine Glaive, great, right? He does have some of that penetration now, but really, even if you are able to whittle down some of the members of Burmese Ghouls as they approach the base, do you actually want to, like, go in and fight them? You know, unless this is the redemption arc for Maro in this game. He's 0-5. He's had a very tough time. But if he can pull off a crazy I'm offended, that might be what they need into the base if they can get Burmese Ghouls off, like, on an off step here.
That is true. They just need to get them into one tower to make a big play. And again, like I said, I like their defense. Right now, they're keeping Burmese Ghouls pushed back against their wall, even though they are being pressured here. One tower down. Lord still full HP.
Well, yeah, they're gonna take care of it though. So Lord taken care of. They lose the bottom turret. Still, oh, there goes Maro with I'm offended. Able to find the setup they're looking for. 7-0 gonna be down though. Still going. Last insanity to use, but on the backside, Stitch goes in with a blazing duet. Able to find 2 down for Twisted Minds. Nico goes in with a flicker. They might still look to end it here. Still going to be working on the top side. But 3 members, Twisted Minds, alive and well. Delar in trouble. Still going to be caught. Goes down finally. Mike, put him on the board. Twisted Minds is finally showing some life. But is it too late? Blink goes in once again. I'm offended. Going to be used. Still going to be whittled down. Mid lane, the focus here. Burmese Ghoul still working it. Finally get the top turret. But Twisted Minds still in the game.
Still in the game. That is the breathing room they needed. I mean, again, they still have 1 tower left, which is a good defense. I mean, could still be utilized when a Lord take is happening. The biggest thing that we are seeing here is that Burmese Ghouls are missing 2 individuals, and we are seeing Twisted Minds attempt to take back the land here. They're going to be taking 4th into the river, take out this mid turret, and take as much as they can. This is breathing room. This is breathing room Burmese Ghouls didn't want to give to Twisted Minds, and I think it just goes to show what you were saying earlier, Naisu, is that one I'm offended kind of took Burmese Ghouls by surprise, and now we are going to see that breathing room that allows Sano to come online. Again, still missing 2 items on the carry, which is going to be rough if they want to attempt to take this next Lord or even contest it, as we can already see Stitch is 4-3. If they could possibly pick off Stitch on Burmese Ghouls, they could have a good play here, but they have to keep in mind that Burmese Ghouls has that crazy backline dive. And with that being said, they just can't lose focus. Keep an eye on. I think they need to contest this Lord here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I think, given how everything, they're still 8,000 gold behind, by the way, right? But
yeah,
they kind of have to. First, they have to manage both those top and bottom waves because the turrets are down. But it's like, do we actually want to compete for this Lord, right? Because if we give it up, we're most likely going to have a fully exposed base, and then we're going to have to work around that. Maro does have that immortality available, though. But I'm not sure if they can actually come to this because they might just get sandwich played in. So they're trying to get the vision available. Lord's going to be less than half health here, worked by Burmese Ghouls, and it looks like they might just get the call, right? Let's back off. Conceal going to be used. Burmese Ghouls grabs another Lord.
Yeah, I think that Twisted Minds is going to attempt one more defense here. And I mean, with them having 1 tower in the mid stall, I think they could mount a great defense. We can already see that they're trying to do like a little bit of a cheeky mid-bush play here on the left side. Might be able to catch someone off guard if they can catch a pick here. I love what they're doing here. I don't know if they're just TPing or if they're preparing the recall just in case something gets